The Santua Ponds. You know, this place has a great cultural significance for us and our people. Isn't that right, Rob?
Yeah, Dale, it definitely does. The first Native American church in America was actually built here in 1684.
Really? You aren't talking about Old Indian Meeting House that's on Meeting House Road right here in Mashpee, are you?
Actually, I was. The first Indian Meeting House was built over there at Bryan's Neck before it was transported to the Meeting House at its location that it sits now.
Really? That's cool. Now, is there any significance culturally for our tribe before the early settlers arrived?
Well, there was an abundance of natural resources here for our ancestors.
Really? How so?
Well, there was wild game everywhere. Inside the pond, trout, eel, yellow perch. And let's not forget the spring migration of herring every year that come and spawn. Santuit means place of the sachems. So this was an area also where sachems and chiefs could congregate and trade goods.
Wow, Jason, that's awesome. And I'm glad you mentioned herring because herring are a great form of sustenance for our people. And they're a great way for us to culturally connect to our ancestors. And you know, that's why it's very important for us to improve our water quality here at Santuit Pond. You know, not just for us, but for our community as a whole. Isn't that right, Rob?
I agree, Dale, because during the summer times, these toxic algae blooms in Santuit Pond get really bad, and they start affecting the water quality of everything around here. So we should start focusing on it.
That's true. And as a tribe, you know, we're not only losing a part of our cultural identity, but our history as well. And you know, the community as a whole is also in danger of losing a precious natural resource that we may never get back.
One important part that's important to the tribe is that it was one of the largest areas of winter habitation for the tribe in this area. There's still a lot of archaeological sites along that Santuit Pond.
For me, it was more of a learning experience for me. I was always in the woods with my dad, learning about different roots and different berries and what to eat and watching the water. It was a real educational thing for me to be on the pond and see how it was thriving when I was a kid. And then when I was a teenager, it started to slowly die. And where I grew up and then had children and brought my children there to camp out every year. And now you can't use the pond at all.
We pretty much spent the whole summer down on the pond. And the pond then, you could, if you were out in a boat, you could look down and see the fish swimming underneath you. I mean, it wasn't anything like anyone here knows now. And then we'd go down there for herring too. We'd use the broom factory, control the boards so that the herring would get stuck, and then we'd throw them up on the bank, and then we'd walk home with herring.
Whatever it is you talk about, weather, we're connected as a universe to everything in this world. And fixing these ponds is no different. We have to work as a group, as a nation, as a town, as a state, as a country, as a whole world to pull all this stuff together.